AARP has something going on called You've Earned a Say. And that is a national conversation that AARP launched last year to make sure that everyone's voices are heard and part of the national debate over the future of Social Security and Medicare.
We're going to talk about what the details are about chained CPI, which is a cost of living adjustment. And we're going to talk about how you can be active in this conversation and help us out with this message.
We need to make sure that all Americans, everybody's paid into this, that we're all part of the conversation about how do we preserve and strengthen these programs for the beneficiaries today, but also for the beneficiaries of the future.
We want you all to be engaged. We want to hear what you have to say about chained CPI and Social Security in general.
I'm surprised that, well, number one, that President Obama is one of the primary drivers of the CPI to begin with. And it kind of reminds me when Bush Jr. was re-elected president years back, one of the first things he said was that he had a mandate to change Social Security. And now we see supposedly liberal, progressive president, Democrat, coming out even stronger than Bush.
The Social Security system didn't cause our deficit problem, and they're wanting to put it into the formula is just nonsensical. The change CPI might affect other parts of government, and they're welcome to pass it in other parts of the government, but not Social Security, veterans benefits. Those should be off the table. There are other ways to cure the Social Security issues that we have, but change CPI is not the way to do it.
Social Security is a benchmark of income for us. We have planned certain levels of things we do, and if there was a reduction of that size over a period of time, it would have a serious negative effect.
In my case, it would have a twofold impact because, eventually I will be approaching the age to where, I'll be applying for Social Security, so it would affect me on that level. And I'm also a disabled veteran, to where I receive a lifetime pension currently. So, like I said, it's going to affect me twofold. And so, yeah, it would have a significant impact upon my family's potential in future income, almost definitely.
Social Security did not affect the budget because it's separate from the budget. I mean, revenues that come in and payments that go out to us are off, not in the budget. Right now, more revenue comes in than goes out, and that year 2033 is the year in which they think that revenues will not exceed the amount of payments out. That year 2033 is not set in stone. If the GDP rises, if the rate of growth increases, if we're doing better, then it will be later when the more revenues will come in, and maybe not quite so much will go out as anticipated.